3 coplanar points, and bam, there's the radius of the Earth.
On the level.
The way I phrase it is a monument to the curvature of the Earth. It really is.
Level.
It really is.
Level.
And bam, there's the radius of the Earth.
Who's Crit's baby mama?
That's Naps.
That's nuts.
S.A. Naps.
Oh, that's Naps. Hey, Naps.
We have joined forces
Camera on
against
Naps.
Crit.
Your camera's on, Naps. So we don't know if you want to do that or not.
So, Essie,
Hey,
what was
what-
the
what
first
did I
thing you
do?
thought when you discovered Crit was a globalist?
Good one, you son of a gun. You got one on me.
Hello,
He's
Effie.
always
Sorry,
been.
I couldn't.
He's always been a globalist.
Yeah,
He's just been
yeah.
hiding.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised, to tell you the truth. But I actually thought you were him for the first, let's say, 10 minutes. Then I caught on.
Is that the French Canadian Crit I'm listening to right now?
I think so.
Okay. There we go.
I don't know. Where'd he go?
Try it now, Naps. See if you can hear. See if we can hear you.
Can you hear me? Mic check.
There,
One,
now you're not
Yeah,
bad.
you're not.
two.
She's the
Yay.
winner of the great debate of 2021.
I
What
can't hear you,
debate?
Naps.
Oh, you can't hear me. Hold on.
No, I can't.
I can hear you. You're good. He's just.
I hate you.
Tell Naps I still can't hear.
I can't
Turn
hear
her off.
either of you.
Crit sure has taken to tough love against me. He really wants me to get reformed before he'll talk to me.
Yeah. How do you get reformed? What's on his list for you to do
His
before
list
he'll be
is,
able to come in and talk to you?
to leave all the servers, and I don't know.
What?
Can't remember.
Nice. It
I'll
sounds
ask
like
him.
the cult of Crit. In
Yeah,
order.
no doubt, Bernie.
I think he said something like leave the Bev cult and leave the troll servers. I said I left Gems. He said, why'd you leave? I said, because I clicked leave server.
He's trying to save you from being tricked.
Can you help him
Tricked.
help me?
Wow. Who's
Trick
tricking? It's like a magic
brain.
trick.
They want to take your brain and make it like theirs. He's trying to help you. I think you should,
A
take the
globalist.
help.
Crit.
He's not the sharpest spoon in the drawer.
But Crit wants
Because it's
to
like a cult. It
stop
really
us
is.
from being globalists, or he wants us to become globalists. What is it that he's trying to save
No.
us from, Naps?
I don't think he's trying to make you become globalist. I think he's trying to make you become honest, which seems to be hard for you to do.
Are you saying we're not honest?
Yeah.
Why?
What? Yeah. What's not honest?
This whole level thing is just
But
Just
level is
Yeah.
provably horizontal.
Yeah, how is that not honest?
that, really.
It would be dishonest
Really?
to say that it is not horizontal, because that is a falsehood.
Because level is not always horizontal. That's
It is.
why.
It is.
It's not.
Yeah, in the terms of surveying,
You're
yes,
told
it definitely is.
Multiple times.
Who has?
You.
Who's told
Just
me?
like everyone else.
But you,
like,
what
for instance,
authority does anybody have
Guys,
to tell me?
don't
Clearly
crit on the
being-
chessboard.
Pardon?
Huh?
Don't crit on the chessboard.
Go on. So what's
deal
this?
you two?
I'm like pretty keen to know why some people think something that is mathematically provable is a lie. Why is it falsehood? If we can prove it mathematically.
Hydrostatically.
Oh, and yeah. Through physics as well. We can prove it practically,
And logically.
physically, logically, and geometrically. And also that means mathematically.
Demonstrably.
Demonstrably.
Yeah.
You can demonstrate it. I can demonstrate horizontal to you anywhere. You can't demonstrate curve ever.
Oh boy.
You know what, Babs?
It's tricky.
You're the one that's lying.
Oh,
You're
boy.
lying to yourself.
Yeah, and people have been lying to you, Naps. Obviously. We're
Yeah.
not.
You guys.
No, we're not lying
No.
to you. We've got no need to lie.
See, one of the things you have to keep an eye out for is when people start attacking the person, not the argument, then that's when you have to really pay attention.
Oh, like
Well-
how you all have been doing this whole time?
To who?
Talking about each other and not the topic?
Are you talking
That's
about Crit?
funny.
Because that's just goofing off.
We just laugh at stupid people. That's all we're
Ow.
doing. He's being stupid, right?
That's not nice.
But
He's
that's
being
not
mean.
about. Listen, bugging Crit about him being Crit is not the same as calling someone a liar because they're trying to make a logical argument. You got to be able to see.
What is his? Why is he not here? I want
Wait,
to
whoa,
hear
whoa,
him.
whoa!
That's right. Why is he not here?
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
question.
and
Well,
but can you see the difference in what I said,
Let me
Naps,
see.
without changing the subject to Crit?
Well, you brought his name up. I didn't. So
No, actually, I said, can you see? You gotta see the difference between
I
goofing
get
off
what
with
you.
Crit and then calling someone a liar when they're just trying to make a logical argument.
But it's not logical. But anyways, yeah, I see
What?
what you're saying.
It's not logical.
But I see what you're saying. Carry on.
Did you just say it's not logical,
Put
Naps?
it in here.
Just pretend you didn't hear me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you. What did you say?
I said, why is it not logical? Please explain.
Because some of the things you are saying are wrong. It's like this is
Like, name
basic,
one
like
thing.
middle school.
What-
This is middle
one thing.
school level.
Middle school
Name one
level.
thing.
How can you
Go on.
do this? How
Go
can
on.
you be wrong
Water
so much?
level. Water
for
level
years
doesn't
and years?
drop or hump or slope or have a grade to it. It is
Sure.
horizontal.
Sure. Okay.
You
Is
ever
that a
seen water
confirmation, an agreement?
Can you explain your straight lines? Because that's what I wanted to know about this test of your straight line.
Okay. Very
Could you
simply,
educate me?
very simply, Naps. Do you think there is a difference between a curve and a straight line?
Sure.
Okay. Now, do you think you could measure that difference?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I set a test up to show it is a straight line with a shared straight line segment, do you think that would be a test for a straight line?
But who doesn't know what a straight line is?
Quite a lot of people.
Like why does that need to be tested?
Because
We've
it's
been
just
told
to
multiple
show
times.
people that it is a straight line. Do you think that's possible for us to devise a test to show people that a straight line is in fact a straight line and it has a shared straight line segment, can be extended indefinitely? Do you think
Hello?
that's possible?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
But who's in the
You need to fix your mic again. It's shit again. Naps.
uh
She said right line geometry. Something.
there we go.
Proves what? Level is horizontal.
Did I say that? What did I say?
Well, we,
Right line geometry.
yeah,
I think we heard some roboting.
proves a straight line. I think you
Did
were
I
just
say that?
about to agree that there is a test for a straight line and we can tell the difference between a straight line and a curve.
No, I said we can tell the difference between a straight line and a curve.
Okay.
Why are you trying to do a test of a straight line and a curve?
I'm not trying to do a
why
curve.
is
I'm
that
just trying
needed?
to do the straight line test. You and all of your friends can devise a test to show the curve, can't you? I'm showing level is horizontal with a proof, practical proof from reality.
Thank you for the right line geometry meme. Appreciate that. That helps.
Good. I bet it seems like a foreign language, that, right?
No,
No.
I've completed high school. I'm not dumb in geometry.
You know, Euclidean geometry isn't taught in high schools. So, high school geometry won't
Did I
help
say
you
Euclidean geometry?
anyway.
Did I say Euclidean geometry? I said I've had geometry class.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yep.
yeah.
In which you won't get taught the basics.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can you?
Oops, 1 second.
I read.
Do you mean Rebecca? Oh fuck!
What? He's trying to get you on a couch, Cleary. What's that about? Like Crit saying, now think about how you felt the day you left Gems. Who said what
Yeah,
and when? Are you going to write a
I
novel
clicked
for
leave
him?
server. Yeah, I clicked leave server and I could feel the screen underneath my finger. That's all.
Think about who said what and when after you left.
Yeah. Yeah,
All
we just
they
left.
hate about.
Yeah, what is all that hate about?
Yeah, like what started.
What hates or who hates who here?
With Crit? Don't know. He just started that. I don't know. I think it was God's. It had something to do with God's scalpel and...
I'll take the blame.
Yeah.
Who was that? Who said
I
that?
think God's scalpel triggered this shit out of him one night and he just couldn't handle it. He went crazy. He's never stopped since.
I broke him.
Mm.
Aww.
All he can
Emerald
do
and-
now is sort of strut around like a
Peacock.
pigeon. Yeah, peacock.
A
Right? Just-
pigeon, a pigeon
Yeah,
sitting all
pigeon.
over the chess table.
yeah.
Naps, all we are just experts in calling out bullshit. That's all we do.
All as I can say is it's hard to soar like an eagle when you're running with a bunch of turkeys.
Oh my god.
We what we do is we sit around and we see the bullshit and then we go, that's bullshit.
Yeah, because none of you guys are full of shit either. Huh?
What would you like to discuss about? We like to try and weed all
Yeah, we have
the
the backing of,
bullshit out.
Doing memes of people all day
Let's
long.
start.
Like,
That was literally
cool.
about 5 minutes work, that. We have fun doing it. You should have seen the amount of laughing that happened when we were making those memes.
Oh my god, we were having a blast. It was hilarious.
I bet.
Crit brought it on himself. He's messing with us, so we're just responding to him. That's all we're doing. We're sitting here.
Yeah,
We want to talk
he
to him.
did do a Emma meme was pretty funny.
You ever hear the expression, don't give it if you can't take it?
Do you know Emma's not
Oh,
done
yeah.
anything?
True.
Naps. Do you know Crit's trying to wind Emma up for Emma's not done anything? He
Well,
Crit's
she get
never
pretty
been
ugly
banned.
herself.
He left. He walked out. He walked
No.
away.
Yeah, but he goes around saying he got banned.
Yeah.
Naps.
And Emma's never bothered about any of Crit's sock accounts because we don't know about any sock accounts. We don't care about any of his sock accounts. But he thinks it's a big deal. But it's not. Nobody even bothers talking about him. We thought we'd come in here tonight to see if he'd come in and have a chat.
Maybe you hurt his feelings and he liked you guys.
Yeah, he got
Yeah,
triggered to fuck.
Crit's old avatar was 2 women kissing.
Oh God. Oh.
And now it's
LGBT.
handcuffs.
Uh-oh.
Space now, isn't it?
Big group. Well-funded group.
And he won't come in. He's a bit like Babs and all of that. He might be wanting to try and set up some sort of a debate over at Gem Pandas so he can earn Gem Panda some money.
He tried to set up a debate with me at 24/7 and Gem Pandas.
Yeah.
And then when I said, okay, let's do it, he backed out.
He tried to set up a fight with Turn Up at the ring, didn't he? In that
Oh, yeah, at Battle
UFC,
Mods
yeah,
place.
Battle Mods thing he wanted to do.
Yeah.
He wanted
Yeah,
to get
it was
in
going to be a
on-
jamboree.
Yeah, that's it. The jamboree. Yeah.
Yeah,
Jamboree.
he said it was going to be a amateur fighting jamboree for the weekend.
Are you
Where they could get
Naps, are you
oiled up
familiar
and
with
read
that?
poetry to each other.
Are you,
My
Naps,
what?
are you familiar with those well-funded political agendas who enter this arena to control it?
No. What are you talking about?
Well, I figured you might be part of it, like Crit.
What is it?
I don't know. Flat Earth Society, to name one.
Do you think I'm a flat earther?
Flat Earth
You mean you're a
Society,
Flat Earth
it's not the
Society.
same thing,
Oh.
is it, right?
Oh.
Jim's a member. He told me you were too.
Yeah.
Wait, he told you what about me?
Maybe I
you
just
were-
assumed that. Jim said he was a member, and I guess I assumed you were too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no clue what that is. At all.
You've got no clue what the Flat Earth Society is.
No, I thought he was talking about something else, but no, I'm not a part of that. So I don't know.
Do you want to be a part of it?
No. You crazy?
Why? It's where all the globalists hang out.
Is it?
Yeah.
Mm. Well,
Didn't you ever
fine.
hear Barack Obama talk about the Flat Earth Society?
No.
He said he
MC
didn't have time for a meeting with them right then and there.
MC Toon likes to stay in that Flat Earth Society website quite a bit too.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Mick West. He was a Flat Earth Society man.
Anybody.
Flatearth.ws.
Yeah.
WS. That's his website.
Well, I should check it out just to see. See, now I'm gonna go check it out.
Yeah, you should see how deep the rabbit hole really does go.
Yeah, maybe I need to.
You should know who's messing around. You might find out that the people you think are liars. think that aren't actually most honest people.
Yeah, flat earthers
The
are
Earth
liars.
is
Yeah.
practically used flat and stationary.
Oh my god.
Do you use Earth flat and stationary? I don't know. It sounds like Crit might be part of the Right Line Geometry
Oh, yeah.
cult.
Did you know that
Might be.
I think it's 600 square or 300 square miles in ocean navigation is considered flat within their navigation books.
Yeah, did you know
Breaking
surveyors use a state plane coordinate system for surveying? Statewide. It's a plane.
Oh man.
Do you know when they use the auto level, the optical level, that they don't need to take temperature into consideration? It's all about elevation.
That's wrong. But
It's wrong. What's wrong about it? That they do it that way? You feel like you know better than the people that are trained to use that tool?
I would never claim to be more knowledgeable than them. I don't
You
know
just
it all.
said they're
Some
they're
people
wrong the way they use their tool.
think that they do, but not me.
You just said that they were wrong the way they use their tool. What's that about that?
You just said that they use it to tell that the Earth is flat.
You
No, that's not what I said.
hang on real quick. Do you think
And that's what I thought you said.
do you think an auto level is designed to look out across the ocean at a lighthouse?
Do I think it's specifically used for that?
Oh,
Is
do you
that the
think it's designed? Do you think the proper use of it is to look out that kind of distance with it? What do you think the proper use of it is? How far should a person look? What distance? What distance is it practically used for? Do you know?
The main surveyor told me. The main surveyor said
Oh.
what? 30 meters?
Yeah.
Was it
Every
30 meters?
surveyor I talked to, they said 50 meters max.
What does Bev say about that?
Who cares what Bev says about it? I'm telling you, I've talked to actual
Why?
surveyors.
Because he's a surveyor, right?
I'm not a surveyor. Who said that?
Were you being lied to again?
Who said that I'm a surveyor? Wow.
Hold on. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I've never heard Bev say he's
My
a
signal
We
surveyor.
need to
going in
release
and out.
right
Sorry.
here. We need to release the interviews now. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
it will blow their
It's
mind.
coming up.
Oh, so you're not one then?
I've never said
He
I'm
never
a
ever said he
surveyor.
was.
That's not what I saw or heard.
Okay, where?
Wow.
Show us where.
What did you
It
say?
was like a video. It was like not a video, but a recording of you saying you were.
Are you sure he didn't say something along the lines like he has, what's it called? What's that called?
I've got
We've heard a lot of
qualifications.
Yeah,
for surveying.
qualifications.
For surveying. Yeah.
Did he say that maybe?
Well, it could have been that. Could have been that.
That's different than
Well, that
saying
is a
he's
truthful
so yeah,
statement,
that
right?
means-
Because it's on the
That
wall
means
there.
he's a professional, and he knows.
No,
No,
it
it
means
doesn't.
he has qualifications. There's a difference. You're the one that's lying about
So
what
you can
he
have
said.
you can
Hang
have
on,
a
hang on.
qualification of something
Yeah.
and
You
not
listen to
know
them.
about it all the
No,
way.
not
Yeah.
work in that. Not work in
When
that
you
industry.
when you listen to them, they say I'm working in a personal capacity or a professional capacity. They declare that.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning you
Every
get
time.
paid for your job is when you're a professional.
Have you ever said?
You
Have you
have
ever
a
heard?
certificate.
Have you ever heard Bev say that
Surveying.
he's a carer or
So
anybody
you
else?
know about
Hey,
surveying.
Naps, have you ever heard that Bev's a carer?
A who?
A carer.
A carer?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
You've heard that?
Said that before.
You've heard
I heard
that?
him say that.
Yeah. So why would you say
You mean
that
a
he
car?
said that he's a surveyor? Then?
a
Shut
car,
up, Ed.
a care.
Yeah, why would you say his profession is a surveyor if he
When
is a kid?
Yeah, and you've heard him say that.
He has, if he has a certificate in something like this, he should
Are you
know all
qualified?
about it. No.
Are you qualified to drive? Do you drive
That's like
all the
saying
time?
I have. That's like saying, oh, I have a nursing degree, but I don't know everything about nursing. Like, that's dumb.
Why would you know everything about just because you have a nursing degree?
Because you've studied.
What if you never have been
nursing.
in a hospital where your child patient died? You wouldn't be a nurse, right? If you were just some student
What?
that never
What?
experienced
What?
those things.
What
Yeah.
are you talking about?
I'm talking about
That has nothing to
experience,
do with it.
practical applications in the field.
Hey, what's happening?
Wow. Try critting.
Crit, what are you doing?
Try critting. as I
Somebody's
like
trying to
mute that.
wrecking ball the server.
Oh, it's
If you read a
gently.
book, if you had a guy that read a book and a guy who was actually a surveyor in the field, who would you believe that could do a better job? I guess there's no answer.
Hello?
I think it's dishonest for someone to say they know that they've heard them say that they're a captain, but then go and say that they're lying because they said that they're a surveyor.
I think it's stupid that you said you have a certificate or something in this area and say you don't know anything about
Hey,
it.
is it possible for
Wait a
someone to
minute.
have a Class 1 license to
Can
drive
I-
a big truck?
Can I
not
put
do
the
it and-
fact out why
I
I
can hear.
actually said that? But right,
Sure.
I have a qualification in land surveying. Now I say that because I actually do have a qualification that says land surveying, not geodetic surveying, actual land surveying. Like surveying the land, which the actual bit that we are actually talking about.
And you know what else, Naps, is most people in the debate don't argue that.
Well, they don't do
it's
it
not-
anymore. There's no land surveying because it's been taken over. Somebody's taken over with a name. Now, geodetic surveying, right, which you assume is done with GPS machines, right? Well,
Right.
when I got my qualifications, it was before GPS, right? So what do you assume they did land surveying with before GPS?
But okay, that's going back to what I said. So if you have like a professional like certificate and you're certified in this, then
I
you
got-
should know
have
everything.
A certificate for land surveying. Right? There's no. I make no other claims
Where's this
for
like?
it.
I'm just curious,
what I
Naps.
said.
What someone certificate in something?
But,
They
I
know
mean-
everything about the subject.
You're breaking up. I can't hear you.
What it does mean is I have more qualifications in land surveying than anybody. George,
So you know
George,
everything about
George, no. George will tell you he hasn't got any qualifications in surveying. That's
George.
George. That's George, the guy that says it. Ruhif will tell you that he hasn't got any.
What about Larry?
Rumpus will tell you he hasn't got any. He hasn't even touched the tools. These
about
people.
Larry?
What do you mean? What about Larry?
Larry, GPS. What about him?
I don't know. You tell me. What about him? What's he told you?
Doesn't he have like? Isn't he a surveyor?
I don't know. Isn't he? You tell me. What's he told you?
You talked
What's
to
he
him.
told you, Naps?
That's what he says. You had a debate with him. You should know.
I didn't
it.
have a debate with him.
Did you not?
No.
on Jose's talk to him?
Yeah, I had a word with him,
So you
yeah.
guys,
And
okay.
you know what he said?
What did he say?
He said the water level drops away from the horizontal. Right, so I will tell you right now,
She won't even
I
know
don't
what
think
that
he's
means.
a real surveyor.
How do you know what I know? Please shut up. Thank you.
Okay, what's it mean then? What's
Because
the
all
what's the
you do,
implications of that?
because all you do is kiss his ass and suck his dick. That's all
Who?
you do.
Who does?
You.
Me?
You.
Obviously, you don't know me too well.
It's so funny, but it's so true.
It's
You
not
think-
even nearly true.
It's not even close to.
All you
Why
do.
does it always
You're backing
escalate
him
to
up
saying
in the background.
Yeah.
That's all you
Why
do.
does-
Like,
Yeah, but why do you have
that's
to escalate to saying something like that?
Who?
Did-
Wait, I'm
did-
just
It's
curious.
true.
Whose dick am I
Did Beth-
sucking?
I mean, he wants to say something smart out his mouth. I can give it right back to him.
Whose dick am I sucking? Just curious.
Everyone hears dick, most likely.
Nice round of blowjobs for everybody.
That is funny though. Yeah,
You're weird, kinda, eh? It's a little strange.
like it.
I
Thank
like
you.
it. Yes, I wish you'd suck my dick. So I wouldn't have to hear you say stupid shit.
What
Now,
dick?
what are the
What
implications?
dick do you have?
What are the? I don't. What are the implications?
I'm sure you don't.
If you're so smart, what are the implications of what Bev just said? I put a timer on.
I really don't care to
Yeah,
answer
so you
any
don't-
of your fucking questions.
I actually don't know his name.
So you can just sit there
So when you get
and
asked
root from the,
when
and you
get
can
asked-
root behind him.
when you get asked a serious question,
Guys,
does it
he
seem
doesn't
like
even
I'm
know.
hiding?
Like,
Does
you
it
know
seem
me.
like I'm
You
hiding
don't even
behind
fucking
someone?
know me.
Does it seem like I'm hiding
You
behind?
know what I know.
So what are the implications? of what
This
he just
is
said
why
then?
he's trying to save you.
Yeah. Oh, he's saving me. I see. I think anybody that can hear this conversation knows that nobody's saving me. But you saying you don't care all of a sudden about the subject because you don't know what you're talking
I
about.
said I don't
Now
care
that
about what
might
you
be
have to say
you
about
trying to save yourself.
me
I think.
and my knowledge, because you don't know me. I don't even know who you are.
Well, then why would you tell me I go around sucking
Thank
people's
you.
dicks then? If you don't know who I
I've seen
am.
you around. You do.
Oh, you
You
see
do.
me around.
No, I've seen you around.
So-
I don't know you,
Okay,
but
so
I've
make
seen
up
you
your
around.
mind. So make up your mind. Do you know me or
Is
don't?
that the same thing as knowing you? I've seen you around.
So what, did you see me in the alley?
All
sucking
you
cock?
do
Is that what you
is
see?
cheer people on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like a cheerleader.
Maybe that's all I am. Maybe that's what I get paid to do, is a cheerleading
Obviously.
shill.
Ah, yes. There you go.
So you can answer my question. Now that you've obfuscated
Nah.
for a while.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because you don't know the answer. You don't have a clue what you're talking
I
about.
don't-
You're out of your
okay, I
element.
don't know.
And you
I've
don't have
already
the
been
knowledge to have
fooled
these conversations.
by the
so
other
why don't
dude
you
the other
go,
day
why
about
don't you
what I
go try to
know.
learn
I don't need to do
some
it
of this
again with
stuff,
you.
and then
Ain't
maybe you
nobody.
can actually look
Like,
somewhat
I've been
intelligent
through
when
this
you have these
before
conversations.
with
Or do you
another
like
one,
looking as
with
dumb as
another
he
level person.
when you try to have
I've
these
done this
conversations?
already.
Huh?
Thank
Do you
you.
like looking silly when you try to have these conversations?
Who I look silly to? You?
Do you like it?
Okay.
Do you like
You-
looking
do you
silly?
think
Or
I
would you
care
like to
about what-
learn something
Do
and
you
be able
think I
to have
care about what you
intelligent
think of me?
No, obviously not. Apparently,
Do you
you
think
like
I
looking
care
silly.
about how other people on here
Why
look
don't
at
you
me?
learn some knowledge to have the
No, I
conversation?
don't. I don't give a
No?
fuck.
Okay.
I
Well,
don't
then,
give a fuck.
you continue to be ignorant. Continue on with Bev. I'll listen to the ignorance.
You you're not ready
I'm
for this,
ignorant.
are you? Have we not? Gently. Oh, Gently's come back.
I'm here.
Yeah, well done. Your mic's... Ooh. Your mic's better. How do you think she's doing? Gently. Is she alright?
Who, me?
Yeah, yeah.
What am I doing?
He's minding you here, isn't he?
Is he?
Yeah, I think so.
Aw.
She needs more training, Jenny.
Training for what? What do you do for a living?
What do I do for a living?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do for a living?
Like, what's the highest degree?
Oh, highest
like-
degree.
Like, what's the
33.
highest grade have you completed?
What's the highest grade Bill Gates completed? Do you know?
High school.
So, what does grade have to do with anything? Is Bill Gates pretty successful?
But that's not the question. Why are you?
Oh, that's not the
obligated?
question. Oh, all right. So somehow or another, when it comes, it matters.
But you're not a Bill Gates.
Stuff. But a guy like
You're not
Bill
a Bill
Gates
Gates,
with grade
though, so
12,
that's-
who's one of the richest men in the
You're
world,
not a Bill Gates,
all of a
though.
sudden education.
You're
doesn't
not
really
a
matter.
Bill Gates,
Oh,
though.
right. You don't know who I am.
You're not a Bill Gates.
Oh, because you've seen me around, so you know. Once again, talking completely out of your element, knowing absolutely nothing about
Oh
what
my
you talk.
god. Sure.
Well, tell who am I then, Babs? Or not Babs, sorry, but whatever your name is. Is it Babs?
No.
Tell me. What?
Yeah.
Who am I? What am I? What's my education? What's my financial status? Go ahead, let me know.
If I knew, I wouldn't ask you that.
Well, you told me I'm not a Bill Gates because you've seen me around. So
No,
why
I
don't you
said
tell
you're
me
not
what
Bill
you
Gates.
think? Yeah, go ahead. Tell me what you think then. What's your opinion?
Let me
What's your
see,
idea?
GED or high school?
Okay. So Bill Gates has high school. How did that work out for him?
He did excellent. He's
Okay. So what? Okay. So
So
what
do you
is your
have
point?
a million?
What?
Do you have $1 billion company?
What's your point? I have what I have, but what's your point
Okay.
on where I went to in school? Like what do you hope to
So how the
prove?
fuck do you
by
know
that question?
what I know about? So how the fuck do you know what I know then?
I didn't claim to know anything about what you know. I'm asking you a question. Once again,
Bev,
you don't.
probably
you can't
doesn't even
answer
know what
any
that is.
questions. I'm
Do you
asking
know what I know?
I'm
No.
asking you.
So
I'm
basically,
asking
you're
you a
asking me
question.
the
Can
same
you answer
question.
a simple question? No, you can't. can you?
No, you haven't
What is
answered
your
any of
point
mine.
about anybody's education? How does that affect who they are? Hello? Can
Oh
you
my
answer
God.
that? You can't?
No,
Oh, that's a
Can't.
shame.
no, I can't. You got
What's
me.
your education? How far have you gone?
You got me.
How far have you gone?
Take a guess.
Well, I'm not guessing, I'm asking.
No, just take a guess.
You know what I find? Most people that ask the question have far in the education system, or they're trying to make some kind of dominance over the other person. So I don't
No, I would
really
never
have the
do that.
need to talk about it. Okay, well that means you didn't go very far, I guess.
No, I wouldn't ever talk down on someone because of my education.
Oh, okay. So what do you think education
You
has
had
anything
a lot
to do
on
with
here, though.
what
They
do you
call people stupid all
what
day.
do you think education has
You call
anything to do with a
a
person's
lot of you call
ability
each other
to become
stupid all day,
successful
but
in life?
none of you have any
You don't want to
degrees
answer
in
it,
this
eh?
area at all.
You don't want to answer it, eh? You don't want to
In
talk
what
about
area?
education
But that's
and,
what
and
you guys
success.
do.
What
That's
area?
all you do all day.
What area?
Well, Bev has
Physics,
education.
astrophysics,
Oh,
stuff like this.
Bev has education in the
And
area
you
he
constantly
talks
call
about.
people dumb,
I
like
never heard
you know more
anybody
than them.
called anybody dumb in this room today.
Teacher
Oh,
training.
no?
What about
No.
that? Is that
Grow
any
back
good?
up.
Is that a good
How about we go?
experience?
Grow
How
back
about
up.
we go with you calling
And
people
see what's been
cocksuckers?
talked
You want
about
to talk
today.
about that or no?
Let's see.
Yeah. You know, if you throw mud, you're gonna get dirty yourself too, right?
What's your particular
I have a
experience then, Naps?
Hmm?
What's your particular experience to be in this particular
Well, I'm
arena?
not a I like to come to learn things
Okay.
because I don't know everything. and I like to stay humble, you know? I don't like to call other people stupid and dumb when they don't know
You don't mind
something.
calling them cocksuckers,
Never
though,
really
right?
called anybody
No,
stupid.
I don't mind calling them
I wouldn't
cocksuckers,
dream
but-
of doing that. It'd only hold people
But
back
that's
from
all I
actual
see
learning,
all day
wouldn't
by
it?
flat earthers. They sit here and they act like they're experts in everything.
They sit
Nobody's
where?
called
They know
anybody
everything.
stupid in here.
Where do they sit?
What?
Here all
No.
day? In the troll room. You think they're not flat earthers? Is that what you're talking about?
Sorry?
Are you
Can you
talking about in the text chat here?
Yes. And everywhere else on these little flat earth servers.
So why do you
Like
come
like
here?
you. That's why you're
To learn.
here. So you can hang out
To
with
learn
the
from-
flat earthers.
To learn from people who actually know what they're talking about.
Okay, well, that's why the flat earthers are here, right? That's what they're here
No,
to teach
they're,
you.
they're here.
And
to-
that's what
to
you're
teach
here
what?
for, is to learn from them.
No. Not at all.
Oh, well, what have you learned today then from anyone? What was
Then you
what,
better go get some.
Maybe not today.
what have you learned then? What was the last thing you learned? Fresh in your mind.
I learned like just a few minutes ago. I was watching Blue Marble Science and his live what is it? Cavendish experiment. I learned a lot from that today.
What did
Is
you
he
learn
doing it
about?
again? Has he got it to work yet?
It's the flat Earth.
What did
Yeah,
you learn about the
live.
Cavendish experiment?
How mass attracts mass.
How does that work? Tell us about what you know about the Cavendish.
Go on. How does it work?
I know it shows mass attracting mass with the balls. I know that.
When was the
I never
Cavendish
knew that
experiment
before,
first done?
which is very enlightening.
When was it first done? Who did it? What was their method?
Well, it's named after the guy who did it. So
What
I'm
was his
guessing
name then?
I'm thinking his name was something Cavendish.
What was his first name?
Robert.
I don't know his first name. What is it?
What was his method? What was he actually trying to figure out when he did
Ernie.
what he did?
Well, it seems like he's trying to prove gravity
Is that
and how
right?
it works.
Is that what he was
And
trying to
it
prove?
seems like it's working. Seems like it's working.
You
so
don't know what he was trying to prove.
I learned a lot. But I
Maybe
know
you should
other people are just
actually
going
look
to
into
discount it. I think some of you are just going to discount it. So
Can you
it's okay.
can you
Maybe you
explain
should
the
actually look
oscillation
into
of the
If
torsion
I
bar?
said I'm learning it, how would I know all of that?
It actually wasn't his experiment.
Yeah, exactly. You don't
It
even know what you're
wasn't his
talking
experiment.
about, kid.
Who
It
was
wasn't.
it?
Well, see, Naps, if you're really here to learn, maybe you should learn. Maybe you should go outside the arena and learn something instead
Oh,
of
no,
relying on
From
people.
you?
She's gone to
It
Blue.
was-
From you?
She's learnt
Listen,
from
kid,
Blue.
Hey,
you don't have a clue
Of
what you're
course
talking
you
about.
don't.
You're
Of
making
course
yourself look
You're
stupid.
not gonna.
well,
Of course, this doesn't look. Of course, you're gonna do this. Of course, you're gonna
at-
discount it because it proves
at
you wrong
least
and you don't like
Naps-
it.
At least, Naps, I know it wasn't his experiment.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that?
Oh, really? Could you
She's
tell
learned
me?
everything she knows
Elaborate,
about the Cavendish from
please.
Blue
Educate me.
Marble Science, obviously. And it's not a lot, is it? You're not doing him a good favour here, Babs.
You just.
Naps.
Yeah, I already know why you're doing this.
You
Not
don't
doing anything.
know anything.
Just asking
You
you.
don't like it. You don't like
I
it.
don't like
Because
it.
it's proving you
Look,
wrong.
it's lovely.
You
He's done a
don't
really
because
good piece
it's
of work
going
on it.
against
You've got
what
you've got your camera on again.
you think.
Naps.
Hey, you got your camera on, Naps.
See that? Thank you.
Have you actually read the experiment, the actual experiment itself,
I
Naps?
could
Have
have
you
sworn
got?
I just said I'm learning about what he's doing. So no, I don't know everything on it.
So you haven't actually
Did I
taken
not
the
mention
time
that?
to actually read it. You actually
You don't
haven't
even
taken
know
the
what he
time
was
to read
trying to
watching him
do
do it
now.
actually now live.
You're
Pretty
watching him
cool.
do it. He actually is a pretty cool carpenter. I'll give Blue that. He is an
Yeah, it's-
excellent carpenter.
It's a lovely piece of equipment, isn't it? It looks.
It is.
It
Oh, yeah.
looks amazing.
It does.
That's pretty cool.
It's a pity it doesn't work, but I mean, like it does. It looks great. Looks great.
Why doesn't it work, Bev?
Well, he'll tell you it doesn't work. Anyone who's ever done the Cavendish will tell you.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
No.
Yes, it does, Bev. Don't be full of shit.
What's it do then, gently?
What do you mean, what's it do? Exactly what it is supposed to do. So how can you tell me it
And
don't
what's
work?
that? What is it that it does? Tell Naps.
Do you mean tell Naps? She can see it for herself, and so can you. You're just bullshitting. It does work, Bev, and you know it.
What does it do then? Tell us. When you say it works, what's its job? What does it do?
What do you think it does, Bev?
Not
Because you're the one
work
telling
is
me
what
it
I
doesn't
think
work.
it does. I think it does not
Right.
work. Now, can you tell
Yeah,
me
you
what
just
you
said-
think
you-
it does when it does work?
You just said Blue Marble Science will tell you it doesn't work.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, but that's
He-
bullshit, though,
He
isn't it?
left.
He's never
He
said
left.
that, though.
He's come back again since, but he did leave saying he'd had enough of this whole arena. And it was just after he couldn't get his Cavendish thing to work.
When?
Bullshit.
Because he was just 5. So what are you talking about?
That's what. If you get him to, has he got it to work then?
He's always had it working.
Well, I'm not so sure. What's it do? What's it do when it works, please?
You can go on like the
Bev,
rest
what
of
do
us.
you think it? What do you think it does when it works? What?
I don't think
How
it does
come-
work.
how come
I've
you
just
guys
said
can't
that many
Answer his
times.
question, for God's sakes.
Yes, but mass attracts mass, and he demonstrates that multiple times. So
Is
how
that
are
when
you
it was
saying it
designed?
doesn't?
The experiment?
Yeah.
What? Of course, it's designed to show mass attracts mass.
Is that what Cavendish was trying to show?
No. Does it matter?
Well, at least you know. At least you know something she doesn't know. Is that it wasn't even
At
designed
this point,
to
I
do
said
that.
I don't know about it and I'm learning. What part of that did you not get?
Now
That's
all of a
the whole
sudden you don't
point
know anything.
Of me watching Blue Marbles live.
You think it's designed to show mass attracts mass?
It does show that.
It was never
It
designed
does.
to do that.
He's
It
still
doesn't
live,
matter.
actually.
It
Doesn't
still
matter.
does.
That's what you think.
A light bulb isn't designed to be smashed over your head, but it can still be smashed over your head.
Why?
It's
Welcome you to
irrelevant.
come try it. That's what you
What?
want.
Or up your butt.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what something is designed for. What it does is what it does, and it definitely demonstrates mass attracting mass.
Are you sure?
Yes, Ben, I am.
Okay, how does it do that?
You mean how?
Yeah, I mean how?
Gravity?
Gravity?
Yes.
I thought we moved past this
Go on.
magical.
That was sounded like fantastic, just that one word answer. Is that is that wow? Is that how the
What, so what have you
experiment
got?
works then?
What have you got against gravity, Bev?
You get Blue to do some equipment, a nice bit of woodworking, nice bit of finishing, lovely bit of polishing, sanding,
More than what you've
all of that.
done. So
And then it
much more than
it
you
proves
have done
mass
in the
attracts a
past
mass
few
with
years.
gravity, right? And that's it. That's
Yes.
exactly how it works, is it?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Wow. Is that your best attempt? So have you learnt that from Blue also? Because it sounds a bit
No, I knew what the-
similar to what Naps was saying earlier, except
No,
Naps.
I knew what the Cavendish was way before I saw Big Blue doing anything.
Right, and that's what you knew Cavendish was before you looked into it anymore. And now you've looked into it a bit more. That's your best description
That's
of
sufficient,
how
Bev.
Cavendish
No,
works.
no, don't misrepresent what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
I didn't tell you that was my best description, Bev.
Okay, it's the best you were willing to give us to help Naps.
That's all the statement needed.
Okay, well,
I
Naps
wasn't helping.
obviously
Naps,
needs
you
a
asked
lot
me a
more because she
question.
doesn't know hardly anything. And I bet there's
Okay,
nearly
that's your
everybody
opinion.
in this room that could tell you
At
a
least,
lot
you know
more
what?
about the
You know what?
Cavendish
At least I can admit
experiment.
when I don't know something, and I'm not like you, and you always fake like you know everything.
Wow, what's happened to your mic again?
Blue has done more than you have ever done.
Is that me?
Hey,
What have you
hey,
done,
kid,
Bev?
your
Not a
mic's
goddamn
breaking
thing.
up, kid.
Yeah.
Your mic's all messed up again, kid.
So she doesn't want to know anymore, and
There we go.
it doesn't seem like Blue's been teaching you
Better?
guys much about it, Cavendish, either.
Bev.
Yeah, we
Bev.
can't hear you. We can't hear you. Try again. Maybe try resetting, leaving and coming back or something.
White Crit and Blue Crit have been going at it in the general chat for quite a bit. White versus Blue. It's hard to know which one's which, isn't it?
So it's better.
I think Crit's talking to himself.
It definitely looks like you couldn't tell which one's which.
Have you found a new plaything, Ed?
Yeah.
Can I just come in there for a sec?
No way up. Yeah, come on.
I was thinking about the Cavendish experiment, and it's trying to measure an extremely tiny force between two metal balls. Now, if any of those two metal balls had any magnet power between them, it would overpower the gravitational force by tens of thousands of times. So they got to get these balls with no magnetic properties. So how can they do that?
Or using lead, which is diamagnetic. It's not rocket science, my friend.
For real, come on, man. This is your guys' side. Questions like that.
Yeah, that's bad, that, generally.
So all metals have magnetic properties. So it's going to be so it's going to overwhelm any gravity force, isn't it?
No, not all metals are magnetic. Some metals are diamagnetic, including the lead.
So one pushes
So
one.
it will not hold. So it will not have magnetic attraction.
What about magnetic repulsion?
Oh, yeah, see?
Won't have that either. It's diamagnetic.
What's that mean? Anti-magnetic?
Yeah.
No.
What does diamagnetic mean? It's still got magnetic properties then. Yes, no?
Well, yeah, no, it doesn't have. Not in the way it means what you're trying to say. No, it doesn't have a magnetic field, if that's what you're trying to say.
And they can produce this metal to high enough purity to say that there's no impurities that might have a magnetic effect.
Isn't it in the oscillation of the bar, though, in the torsion beam, where it goes backwards and forwards?
Right, what about that?
Well, why does it differ from where you are on the globe?
It's going backwards and forwards, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, of course, it's got to oscillate. That's how you can measure the force. If it doesn't oscillate, you're not measuring the force, are you? You're measuring momentum.
So you're not actually measuring things going and attracting to each other, are you? So there's an oscillation.
What you're saying is,
that's why it's so hard to get it to work.
You're measuring the force which is extremely small, but you've got the oscillations, which are extremely high force. How are you going to do that?
What do you mean the oscillations are high force? The
Of course
oscillations
they
are no. So the oscillations are bouncing in and out of the Lagrangian between the two. You're almost in equilibrium, but not quite, and that's how you measure the force. You need the oscillation for the force.
Yeah, but if it's oscillating, then you've got an extreme amount of energy in those oscillations, which is overwhelms any energy or force that you're trying to measure.
No, that's a complete misunderstanding of the Cavendish itself. No.
Okay, explain why you can't. Well, it seems to me that if you're trying to measure something extremely small and you've added it to something which is extremely high energy, the error that you in the experiment could be extremely high.
No. Right. So you have a torsion wire, right? Now, it takes a specific amount of torsion to twist the wire, a specific amount of force, yeah? And it will offer a force in resistance, Newton's third law, right? So when you have a gravitational attraction, which is enough to put a torsion on the wire takes up the same amount of force and applies the same amount of force back to the oscillation.
So it's
what you get is
through the
forward
wire
and backwards. Yes.
So
that's where the measurement happens, is within the wire.
No. Okay, so
how
let's put this
much
into
time
context.
does it take? How much time does it take to build up these oscillations?
24
Sorry, I
hours.
didn't hear.
Obviously, you've got that they say there's a small attraction between these objects. So every time you get an oscillation, or it starts off at zero rest, and then there's a small amount of force, and that is added, say every second or whatever, till it builds up to something that you can measure. Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't really follow where you're going with that, to be fair.
Well, you've got an extremely small force. The only way to measure that is to add all them forces up in a constructive method, so you can possibly measure it, yeah?
No, so what you can do is you have an angle of deflection and you have a torsion wire that you know how much force it requires for that angle of deflection. So you measure the force by measuring the deflection in the wire. So that's the reason why Big Blue has got the laser scope on a ruler. So he can show you how much the wire is deflected over a period of time. And he can tell you how much force it takes to twist that wire. And so you know how much force is on the ball. Follow me?
Yeah, I think I follow it a little bit. But what I'm trying to say is you've got two things going on. You've got a small amount of force on one side, and you've got a huge amount of energy build up on the other. So when you're trying to separate those two items, then I think there's too much of an error margin.
There is almost zero error margin. That's why I'm not getting where you're coming from with that. There is near zero error. You can measure it. Let's put it into context. When you do the Cavendish, you're measuring the force of attraction between the two balls, which is 1/50 millionth that of the attraction of the ball and the Earth. So it's incredibly precise. The error margin is incredibly
measuring
small.
something through the wire, aren't you?
No, so you know how much torsion it takes to twist the wire because you can measure that with a torsion beam, right? So you measure the torsion of the wire, then you attach a ball to it, and the attraction of the ball, right, tells you how much force you're applying to the wire. So you measure the angle of deflection from the ball, and then you can tell how much force you applied to the wire. Yeah.
So you measure it through the wire, though, with the what you.
Bev, literally what I just said was what I just said, and you went straight back to your own question.
No, I'm
If you're not-
asking
if you're
you
not
where
gonna
the
listen-
measurement is being taken for what you call a force. Where is that measurement taken? I'm genuinely curious.
The acceleration.
Torsion. Yeah, torsion is a force, Bev, right? When you put torque on something, it's a force. Yes or no?
Okay. Is it measured in the wire?
Right, you take a piece of wire and you measure the torque of the wire. Yes? You know how much force it takes to twist the wire. Then you attach a ball to the wire and you watch how much force is applied to the wire by how much degrees of movement the ball has had. By visually seeing the degree of movement that the ball moved,
So
can
you
see how much
you
torque
are
was applied to
measuring
the
an
wire.
angle then?
You're measuring a
Fuck me,
displacement.
Bev.
Bev.
Yes,
you're
I'm
measuring
just
a
curious about
displacement.
where this measurement is occurring.
Yes, you time the deflection distance, and when you do that, you'll get an acceleration.
Okay.
You take that acceleration, and you understand the force that's being applied to it.
It's an angle, though. A measurement of an angle.
Well, you can find a displacement, and then you end up you can calculate an angle out of that if you'd like. But what you're really measuring is displacement over time. It's what you're really measuring.
Measuring.
A displacement over time.
You would,
Is that
yeah, we would
specific
measure
enough?
a time. I can understand that.
Yes, you
And
me-
the
you measure
displacement, is that an
displacement.
angle? Or a
measure the
distance?
displacement.
Which is the
Measure the
measurement?
You measure the displacement, which
What
is
do you
in
mean by
centimeters.
displacement, please?
You have the
There is only
laser.
one definition of displacement.
Well,
Bev.
I'm asking because it's a measurement. How do you measure a displacement? Is it a measurement of a distance or is it a measurement of an angle?
It's a measurement of a distance that a torsion wire is displacing over a given amount of time.
The measurement of time is a measurement of time. I understand
Oh
that.
my gosh, Bev. I literally couldn't have said it any clearer. It is a measurement of displacement in centimeters on a torsion bar over time. How much easier can it be, Bev?
The circumference then, that centimeters would be.
Oh my gosh, Bev, where did you hear the word circumference in what I just said?
Trying to understand the centimeters
actually-
measurement.
No, I could have actually
Where
explained
is
this
the
and
centimeters measurement taken?
I could have taught the great ape Coco to say this in sign language quicker than you're understanding it, Bev.
Right. This is
So-
me
so
asking questions, right?
Yeah, you're attacking a person for asking
No,
a question.
I'm not. I like say it word for word of exactly what it is, and then he's like,
I'm trying to get a mental picture of where this measurement is taken.
You're mental, all right?
Okay, the measurement is taken. The measurement is taken using a laser that is attached to one end of the torsion bar, so that you can see the angular displacement, or sorry, not the angular, the
An
actual
angle.
displacement.
No.
Listen,
Centimeter
so that you can see so that you can see the displacement on a wall with the time above it. Have you watched the
On
videos?
a wall.
What's with the laser? What do they need that for?
So that you can easily measure the displacement.
How did they do it before the laser?
Does it matter? We've got the laser.
Is the
You would look
laser
at the
in
thing.
the
If you
ball?
would like to know, they would measure it through a slit that had tick marks on it, so that you could see the ball moving.
Wow. Sounds really good. Are you have you done one of these yourself?
have I done one of these? I saw one done in my college physics. I think it was probably physics 121 class in college. I saw a Cavendish apparatus built.
Wow.
You saw it in action, or you
Saw
just
it
saw
built.
I saw it built. And I saw it actually work, and I saw it in action. Yes.
It work.
Yes. Saw it work, and you can watch. And luckily, you don't have to go to a university anymore because Blue Marble Science has probably, I mean, I'm just guessing here, 20 hours of video of him building it, putting it together, explaining it, doing the test over and over again.
Yeah. Has he got it to work yet?
Yes.
Has he?
He always have.
Babs is talking over there about you as we speak, Bev, live.
Babsy's talking where?
Over at Blue Marble Science. She's texting in the chat about you.
Yeah, you see it?
Yeah, I see. Oh, don't worry, I got eyes every place. I see you.
Talking about me over there.
Scalpel.
Wow.
So Bev,
I'm honoured.
Did you see what he say about Bev?
Bev, you being purposely obtuse about something.
I'm not being obtuse about anything.
No, I said you're being purposefully obtuse
But I'm not being
setup.
obtuse about anything. I'm just asking
Yes, indeed you are.
questions.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're being purposefully obtuse about something that you've literally. I imagine
RC,
that someone
how
could
can you
watch
tell a
20
man
minutes.
his motives? Come on.
You imagine.
Oh, I can.
You can't do that.
You're just going to
course I
imagine
can.
something. Of course
He answered with wow. He answered with wow. No. Oh right. Well, gravity proven then. Just answered with wow. If that's not being obtuse, what is it?
I said he can't tell a guy's motives.
Okay, so
You know the
Scalpel.
difference between that?
So Scalpel, here's
You
the
can
deal.
tell a guy's motives when he says his motive.
You don't fucking know a guy's motives.
Of course I do. He's a flat earther.
So
Who's a
all right,
flat
here-
earther?
All right, hold up.
You are.
Scalpel.
No.
Here's what I heard.
There you are.
Nah. You're a flat earther.
Here.
I'm not a flat earther. I'm
Yeah,
not that
you are.
stupid, Bev.
Guys, I'm talking.
Really?
So here's what I said.
R.C.
when it
Meisty's a
comes to
flat
being
earther,
purposefully-
definitely.
When it
Trying to
comes to
talk.
being purposefully obtuse, here's what I heard. I gave a sentence, a very clear and understandable sentence, and he replied with
RC,
one
RC,
of excuse
RC.
me, Scalpel.
No. Listen, you can't have
he
this
replied,
with me.
He
You
replied
can't
with
do this
someone.
with me, RC.
He
You want
replied
to know
with a
why?
word. He replied
You
with
want
a
to know
word,
why?
not
You want to
in
know
my
why?
sentence.
Because when I told you you were being intellectually dishonest, you argued with me how I couldn't say that. Remember?
Scalpel.
So now you have to use the same logic with
Yeah,
yourself,
watch
and you
me.
can't go around
So
calling
watch me.
people purposely obtuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you're a hypocrite.
So
you're
here's
a
what-
fucking hypocrite.
Here's
RC.
here's how this
hypocrite,
works.
hypocrite,
I say
double
all right,
standard hypocrite.
Scalpel.
Double
Can I finish
standard
my?
hypocrite.
Can I finish
Double
my sentence
stand?
now?
No, because you're being a hypocrite. Either admit it, back off,
So
or fuck off.
So I decided
RC,
that I
this
was
just
going to
happened
explain
last week. You told me
that I
I
was going
wasn't
to
allowed to say
explain
what I said when it was
exactly
about
how each
you.
one of
But
these
now you
points.
can go around saying whatever you want about other people. No, you can't. Not when I'm around. You can't. I'm not going to let that
I
happen.
explained.
Fuck
I
you,
explained
RC.
Right, so you...
No.
So
No.
I explained to
No.
him exactly
No, RC.
how this
No.
works.
Dude,
No.
no one wants to listen to
No,
your voice
RC.
over and over again. You're just killing the
that?
conversation. Keep your
Yeah.
mouth closed.
You
R.C.
shut the fuck up.
Listen to him, R.C., please.
So here's the deal.
Carry on.
I explained exactly
RC,
what this
no.
displacement was
No,
about.
I'm not letting you do it
And
because
then
you wouldn't.
and then you
did it to
responded
me
with a
last
word.
week, RC. No.
And you responded
No.
with a word
No.
that had nothing to do
No.
with what was going on.
No, actually, you don't know
Who is
even know
that?
what I'm talking
that
about.
show-
but
that
RC
shows
Yeah, I know
does
what you're
what
talking
I'm
about. You're talking over him because you won't let him get out his
No,
the correct
because RC knows
information.
what I'm talking about.
And that showed that he is being purposefully obtuse.
Yeah, and
about
you were being
what I'm
purposely
saying.
ingenuous and intellectually dishonest when I was talking to you on a different subject last week.
Oh, a totally different subject. Wow. Okay.
So
No, you don't.
The long of
You
the
don't
long
even
of the
know what
short
I'm
of it is-
talking about. But
long of
RC
the
does know exactly
Hey,
what I'm
Scalpel.
talking
So
about.
you've talked over me for 5 minutes straight. I'd like to actually
Alright.
say my one sentence. The reason I can see him being purposefully obtuse is because he said back exactly what I didn't say when trying to repeat what I was trying to tell him about the displacement. He said.
Well, the reason why I say
he
you're
said,
intellectually
"Excuse me,
dishonest is
Scalpel.
when I
I
asked you
hadn't
a
even
question
spoken for
last
20
week.
seconds.
You
That was your
answered
one
it with
sentence.
a knowingly answered it with a lie, and you even admitted as such.
Scalpel.
RC,
I didn't even get 20 seconds out.
You got to say
Do we
what you
have
said.
do we have
now
a
I was
mod? Do
saying
we have a
what I
mod
said.
in here for so we can actually listen to have a back and forth here?
What?
Well,
So the point.
technically
We
speaking,
were doing
adults
all right
shouldn't
until
need
you
money.
came in, RC. We were doing fine.
So Bev, do you want to repeat how exactly we get this displacement?
No, I was just here trying to learn. We were all trying to learn. I think Naps was here first of all. That we didn't understand anything.
So why did
Hang
you
on.
repeat back? So why did you repeat
Hang on.
back
Bev,
what I didn't say? Bev, why did you repeat back what I didn't say when trying to check for your own understanding?
So, if I was repeating back something that you didn't say, I wasn't actually repeating back something, was I?
So why-
because you
so why
didn't
would
say
you-
it, then I couldn't have been repeating it. I was
So that's-
trying to clarify what was being measured.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And did you
Yeah.
hear me say circumference?
I was trying to ask where the measurement was taken.
And after I explained it to you, why did you say the word circumference?
You said laser on
Uh-huh.
wall.
I did not say laser on wall as my only sentence.
Dude, if you are measuring a laser on a wall at the end of a torsion bar somewhere shining, the measurement in centimeters would not be the same as the measurement at the circumference of the circly bit that's turning. It would not be the same as a centimeter measurement at the center.
Yes.
Right, so
Using
that's
a
why I was trying to get a clarification
and using-
for
and
where
using a simple-
the measurement was being taken.
And using a simple calculation, you can find what that exact measurement in angular displacement is if you like.
Calculation.
So calculation can't be a measurement,
The
dude.
calculation can
Yes, it
indeed
can.
be a measurement.
If you have a measurement and you do calculation to it, it's still a measurement.
What, so you do a measurement and then do a calculation to get the
Yep.
measurement. What the?
That's correct.
Yes, Bev. If you've got two 2x4s,
Just
you've got a
do a
4x4.
measurement.
Yeah, so for
Why?
example, Bev, if I have two pieces of 2x4 and I
Oh
lay
no!
each
Stop talking about that. We're talking about where the measurement
If I'm
in
going and I'm
centimeters
measuring, if I'm
was
measuring in
taken
kilometers per
in-
hour, I can convert to
Dude,
miles per hour quite easily with a calculation.
PNS, please stop it.
No, you
There's
stop.
no need
You're
for
being
you to
stupid.
get involved here. We were talking
You're
about
being stupid.
we're talking about Cavendish and where the measurement was being
like I said,
taken
if you're
in the
taking a
torsion
measurement in
bar
miles
at
per
the
hour,
end.
one can
You're
convert to
taking it at
kilometers
miles per hour.
quite
Cavendish
easily.
now. Wow.
It's a simple, but it's a
What-
calculation.
what-
You more
he
idiot.
said it was
It's
a
simple
measurement
Do you still have a
distance
measurement?
in
Do you still have a
centimeters.
measurement after you finish? Do you still have a measurement after you finish?
Do you have it that in miles per hour now?
To convert it per hours. It's
Wow,
an example,
Cavendish.
you idiot.
What's the
An
miles
example,
per
you
hour
moron.
of the Cavendish?
Hello,
then? What we're
example, you
talking about
idiot.
PNS.
An example, converting from one to another, idiot.
Where's
Okay.
the mod we need now for you calling people idiots?
Yeah.
Attack the argument, not the person. Idiot.
Now he's being purposefully obtuse again, Bev.
No, PNS is starting to
Ooh.
talk about miles per hour of the car.
Because it's an example you complete it out of full.
Well,
Do you
let's just
understand an
stick to
example?
the actual.
Right.
let's
Do you
just
understand what an
stick-
example
Let's
is?
just stick to the actual.
Do you fucking understand what an
measurements that
example
we were
is? You
talking
complete and utter
about?
moron.
Wow. These is what are you one of the best, or do you think you were a good one? Are you a
Do you
rogue
understand
defender?
what an example
Are you
is?
a-
You complete and utter full.
Are you one of the elite?
Are you Rumpus's brother?
No, it's PMS. It's not PNS.
So Bev, here's the whole thing. You
Is that
can
Rumpus's
do
brother?
it. You can do a calculation with the measurement. and
Can you
still
just
have a
tell us
measurement.
where you
Thank
do the measurement, please? And what
Yes,
sort
I
of
already told you.
measurement you are taking, and then we can.
Yes, he does. Yes, he did it in centimeters
Yep.
per second.
Yep.
Who cares what you say, RC?
And
You're
that's-
intellectually dishonest.
That's what the force is, centimeters per second.
Well, it's actually centimeters per second if you want to get technical about it.
You mean per second squared?
Yes, also known as per second.
Okay. Is that backwards and forwards of the oscillation of the movement?
Can I just ask, Bev? You know when you was just and your friend were berating Naps for not knowing what the Cavendish
Berating?
is? You seem to be asking a lot. Yes, you seem to be asking a lot of questions about what the Cavendish is and what's measured. Like you don't even know yourself.
Yes,
Funny that, Bev.
that's why I'm asking questions. I've never had a chance to
because
talk
you're being
to
a sea lion.
anyone
like
about
you knew.
this.
You were acting
just sea
like
lioning
you
him.
knew everything.
No, I'm asking questions. You guys
was
are very
sitting there acting
defensive.
like you knew everything, but berating me for
I
not
wasn't
knowing
acting
everything.
like I know everything.
you sea lion, you, that's all.
I've never
Yes, you
talked to
did.
anybody that's
You
ever
did.
done it
Fucking sea
before.
lion, man. You're just a fucking sea lion.
I've
That's all you
never
are.
heard anybody talk
PMS
about
is
this
talking.
before. I know.
You did that. Yes, you did.
He keeps talking about
yeah,
some
boy.
sea lions or something. I don't know. It might be a performing seal or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you're a fucking sea lion. Just ask questions that you know the answer to.
I don't know the
Get that man
answer
a
to it,
tampon.
Yes, you
dude.
do. You don't fucking lie to us. You know the answer.
Get that man a tampon.
Wow.
PMS.
What are you doing here for then? Are you the Are you sort of the mystic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you know the answers
Nice.
because you're
I
the
no,
sea
I
lion.
literally I do
Oh, then
not
you should actually
know, and
well, then,
I shouldn't
then you're,
what? Shouldn't
then you're
ask
an idiot,
questions.
and well, yeah, you shouldn't ask questions you know the answer to.
But I don't know. That's
Well, you
why I'm
should.
asking.
No, you know. Don't ask. You're just a sea lion.
So why
Dude.
were you all on my case for not knowing everything?
I wasn't on your case. I was asking you
You
what
really
you know
were.
about
Yes,
it.
you was. Yes,
You
you
really
was,
were.
Bev.
I was
You
asking
and your little
her
friend.
what she knows about it.
No, you wanted to make a you just want to do it until he makes a misstatement. Then you're gonna hold it over his head and tell him what an ask.
All I know really is something about Cavendish, and he was doing it in his shed.
You said it didn't work.
Looking through the door.
You said it didn't
in
work.
his shed, and he was trying to find the density of the Earth. I think that's all I heard about it. Some other people have changed it a bit, but I mean, isn't that was the original, right?
You are funny.
Then you do know what you're talking about. So you're just sea lining him.
See,
Bev,
no,
he was trying-
she thought I was being funny. I wasn't. Naps.
You were.
No.
He's exactly correct.
See,
he's
there
a
you
sea
go.
lion.
Thank
he
you.
knows the answers. He knows the answers. So he's just
No, I
making
said
stupid
that's
questions.
all I know about it. I've learned a lot more off
you
you
know way
guys.
more than that.
But
You know
I
that
was
much, you know the
trying to
rest of
find
it.
where this measurement was
No,
taken.
no. Then watch the damn videos and
shit.
stop sea lining him.
Wow,
You know
you're-
exactly
you're
what's going on.
really
You're just
helpful
waiting.
here. You are, aren't you?
We're
So-
having
have
a
you
good
done-
time.
Yeah.
So Bev,
I'm not here to
Bev,
answer
Have
you.
you
I'm not
done
here
any
to teach
teaching?
you because you
Hold
do
on,
not
hold on,
want to
hold on.
What are
learn.
you here for
hold on,
then?
I have a
Yes.
question. Hey, Bev, have you watched the videos?
Tell them to just fuck off.
Watch what videos?
Bev.
Of course not.
I've watched some videos, but I mean, what videos are you talking about?
Have you
God.
watched Blue Marble take the measurements of the attraction
Absolutely
between?
not. No,
Of course not.
I've seen
Because it would
I've seen a
disprove your-
picture
it would
of it.
disprove
It
your little
looks very
religion, wouldn't
nice. It looks very, very nice. But I've
Why
never
not?
watched
You know-
any
Hey,
of
you
it.
know,
hey,
he
hold
got-
up. Bev, why not?
Because it just doesn't interest me at all.
So you don't care about the truth?
What do you mean? The truth? What truth?
Are you interested in seeing? Are you interested
Exactly
to see
what
if
truth?
Are you interested to see if mass
See.
attracts mass or not?
I don't know. Sorry, I can't hear you. That somebody was talking over the top of you.
Bev,
then.
do you care if mass attracts mass or not?
Do I care if mass attracts mass? Not particularly.
Okay.
So
Oh, you,
I know
you should be,
magnets
because it
attract.
totally
you know.
disproves the flat Earth in your whole little flat Earth religion. Once that
What
gravity,
flat
once you
Earth?
have gravity.
Pardon? What flat Earth?
Hey, people, I come in here and I never knew anything about the Cavendish experiment until about 10 minutes ago, so I just looked it up. I just asked the question.
Look, he's googled
And
it.
I was
He's
trying to get
googled it,
smart.
and he'll know more
Oh,
than
then
you
why
lot.
don't you Google it and
instantly.
listen to his freaking sea lion here?
Oh,
Then why
man,
aren't you asking questions
get that man
instead
a
of Mr. Sea
tampon.
Lion here?
Wow.
Get
Well,
the man a
Go on,
tampon.
go on, Astro.
I'm trying to ask some questions and trying to get some answers. Now, I've just looked up lead interacts with magnetic fields. So what do they do in the experiment to remove the magnetic fields?
Oh, no, you're a sea lion too. Because you
shut
immediately
up.
pick up
Wait,
minor point that has no effect on the experiment. And say, hey, what about this? What about this? What about this?
I can answer.
Hang on a
No.
minute. Astro.
I genuinely
Astro.
don't know. If
Let
you
him
think
talk.
the magnetic fields don't affect it, tell me.
Astro, where is the magnetic field? Where is
From
it?
the Earth.
It's all
Oh,
from the
the
Earth.
super duper
My
strong
God.
magnetic field of the Earth. Right, got it. It's
Well,
going
now
to
you're going to
induce
that.
what?
Of course,
Is it
you
going to
have
induce
to.
paramagnetic or diamagnetic into the lead?
Okay, so let me mute him.
I'm saying, has anyone done the calculations to make sure it doesn't interfere with the
Yes.
experiment?
Yeah,
Yes.
and it
they did.
doesn't.
And in fact,
Okay.
if you look
Where
at,
is that
I
information
think-
then?
hey,
Calculations.
hold up. Hey, guys. If you look at about the 8th episode,
Dude, stop
he
shouting,
shows you-
please.
He shows you exactly how you can make sure that you eliminate any type of magnetic influence on the apparatus. Because if you use certain type of metals, for example, in the torsion wire, you can get magnetic field interruptions.
Okay, thank you very much.
Interruptions.
All I'm doing is asking questions, and I'm not,
Well,
because
yeah,
I
all right,
haven't
so
got
that- so there you
because
go.
I haven't got all the information in front of you. You've got more information, and I'm asking questions.
Yeah, but here's the deal, man. Like, it's real easy. If you watch the freaking experiment, he'll explain to you exactly how he ensures what type of wire he uses, why he uses that wire.
Dude, you're not
how
really
he tests
selling
those
it
other
that
types
well.
of wires. Bev, it doesn't matter because if you actually engage with the information, it doesn't matter how well
I'm
someone sells
I'm
it.
not going to watch it because you're not
Okay,
selling
thank
it.
you. Can you just put a link in to where I can watch all this stuff from, and then I will come back to you.
I'm driving at the moment, but if you just,
Always driving. Everybody's driving.
if you just YouTube Blue Marble Science, you will see all of the videos.
Oh my god.
So the question is, did Cavendish account for all these things, RC? Did Cavendish account for all these things? Okay, then, so is Blue Marble Science experiment, is it exactly the same as Cavendish's?
You can actually
Is
read
it?
Cavendish for yourself,
Is it?
and yes.
Is it really? He's using exactly the same stuff that Cavendish used.
I didn't say he's using the exact same
That
stuff.
was- that was my question.
You asked, is he accounting for this stuff? And the answer is yes.
And I also said,
Remember your questions, dumbass.
hey,
Wow,
enough of
stop
the
being
insults.
dumb,
Enough of the
please.
insults, all right? I didn't insult you, so
I'm insulting
please,
you because you're being
please.
a disingenuous prick.
Oh, come on, guys.
All right, enough. There you go. Cop that. All right.
I can give you the link.
I won't be insulted.
Astro.
Can people stop insulting each other? I've never insulted anyone on here, so what's going on? We all try to
Only
learn
ever
something.
comes from one side, Astro.
We all try to
Always.
learn something, and that's why I come here.
No truth here.
It's getting late for me, guys. I'm going to have to get going.
It doesn't matter if some people think the experiment doesn't work. Some people think it does
All right,
work.
Beth.
We can have a look at the information and, yeah,
See you, Beth.
form our own
All right,
opinion.
Beth. See you in the morning.
See you later.
See ya.
Gotta say, you're blowing my mind right now.
You twat. How do we know the Earth is not flat?
We don't. It's flat.
Well, we established that.
Of your understanding of the world in which you live, then of course the world looks flat. The world looks flat. The world looks flat.
Neil,
Bitch.
you twat. I gotta say, you're totally blowing my mind right now.
That's what I do. 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 What I do.
But I don't have much patience for anyone who denies that this challenge is real. We don't have time for a meeting of the Flat Earth Society. Flat Earth Society.
My friends, these people are so out of touch with science. You don't need to be a scientist to know that the Earth is round.
They must have been founding members of the Flat Earth Society. They would not have believed that the world was round.
Like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash.